Hey there guys, it's Eddie here. Today I want to show you how I created the preset I use in this video here. So the sound that you hear is created with the Tone X by IK Multimedia. Now I'm going to show you how it's made. So let's get started. I usually don't do this kind of videos, so I feel pretty weird. Don't be too hard with me. So I'm using this Tone X JC Ham 800 simulation with noise gate. This is it's called 8.0. I think it's a kind of 9060 cabinet. No compression, no modulation, then there's delay and reverb. So it's pretty like a straightforward kind of sound. So the same one that I use with the real stuff, you know, with the real amp. I gotta say that the Tone X captures are so great. The feeling that I have is the same one I have when I play the real stuff. You know, the real amp is a little bit more like physical, so you can really hear like the hair that is moving, the amp that is pushing you. But beside that, the feeling under the fingers, it's really good. I have to say it's like 95% the same. So I really like to play with the Tone X so far more than anything else. And I also like the Tone X pedal and the Tone X1. Oh, by the way, before I forget, this is the pedal board I'm using now. And it's pretty simple, as you can see. As simple as the presets I use. And it's based on the Tone X pedal. Then I have the Tube Screamer, the TS9, a Boss tuner. So a pretty classic one. And then I have this Tone X one here. Oh damn, it's full of dust. You know, you'll forgive me about that. So the Tone X1 is just a spare, so it's not even plugged. I use it just in case like the main one explodes when I'm playing live shows with Master Boot Record. Anyways, so everything you heard before in the Tone X app, basically I do drag and drop in the pedal, so it's exactly the same sound. The only thing that is different is that here I can boost it a little bit more with the Tube Screamer. That actually helps me to do a cut on the low hands, and it cuts the low hands, and it pushes a little bit the mid frequencies. So that's why it's my favorite pedal ever. So that's it. So everything is powered by, let me show you. So everything is powered by the Power Stroke by Ibanez, which is the latest thing that they sent me. And I really appreciate that because it's a super useful tool. It makes everything alive. And it's super silent. I've already used that live, and it's super silent. I didn't have any kind of problem, so I think it's a great tool. It doesn't need too much space. It can be placed in small pedal boards like that or big pedal boards, and it also has adjustable voltage, so it's perfect for any kind of situation. So that's it. It's a pretty simple pedal board. So what do we have here? So the gain is all the way up to 10. Otherwise I can't do this kind of stuff. You know, if you go to 5, I mean, you can still do this kind of stuff, but it's a little harder, so I push it, I go to 10, and it's way easier. So it's way easier to shred with this amount of gain. So the bass is at 0 because you know the JC ham somehow it's full of bass frequencies and the cabinet as well. So it's already... There are already a lot of low hands, even if the bass is at 0. So I think it's good like this. I would go even lower than this, but I can't, so I keep it in that way. So the mid frequencies are a little bit more than, you know, it's like a 6.1. No, what's that? 6.1, yes. So it really cuts, you know, through the mix when you play solo, so I like that. The treble is pretty high, 7.8. So it gives to the sound is really cool bite. Now let's do this experiment. If I put it at a 5, for instance, you know, it sounds good, but it doesn't have the same bite, you know, the same attack. Let me do a comparison again. So listen to this one. You have much more attack, you know, I really love that. So the volume is all the way up to 10, and that's it, basically. No compression, it says, so the presence is at 6, I guess, and depth is 5.0. Then I have the delay, which is a ping pong one, you know, the sound without delay is like that. With the delay on. So as you can hear, it's stereo, the time is like this, the feedback like that, and the mix like this. So I don't want to have something that is too high in the mix. I like to have a kind of halo surrounding the note I'm playing. Same thing for the reverb. You know, without the reverb, it's like that. With this plate reverb, I like to have this, you know, a kind of wave after the note I'm playing, but it doesn't have to be too high in the mix, otherwise it's a little mess. So these are like the settings. And again, here it's not too high in the mix, otherwise it would be a total mess. I love to have something that is a little bit balanced. So delay plus reverb, it sounds like that. What the fuck? So basically it's something that supports the notes I'm playing. So actually it's pretty simple, as you can see. It's basically the same thing I was using with the polychrome. It's the same thing I do with the real amp. So here I don't have like a TS9 or any kind of overdrives because I don't have them in the Tonex app. So that's a pity, but it doesn't matter because this amp has a lot of gain, so it's not really needed. Oh, by the way, I have these advanced parameters, so bass and bass frequencies are all the way down to 0. And it's still full of bass, you know, full of low hands. But anyways, then I have mid frequencies like this. and there's mid Q. I don't really know what's that, but you know, I like the way it sounds. You know, I like the way it sounds in that way. Then the treble are high, and the treble frequencies are like this. So it's a pretty straightforward thing, you know. So I can't wait to share more stuff about my playing and the presets I use and all this kind of nerdy stuff. So I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.